So, Sushant, thank you very much for the last call we had on cholesterol. And a lot of people have found it very interesting, and I got several queries from them. So how do we start from here now? In terms of longevity, in terms of avoiding chronic disease. So, what do you suggest? The
Okay, so,
right way forward.
thanks, sir. That was a great discussion. I must say the last time we had on the cholesterol, and I could see a lot of people have been asking a lot of things about cholesterol, and I think that's somewhere demystifying the basic parameters of our metabolic health, right? So I've been thinking it a lot. People have been suffering from various chronic diseases, right from obesity, type 2 diabetes, skin issues, cancer, cardiovascular issues, IBS, IBD, and the list goes on. And people have vitamin and mineral deficiencies. They're suffering from food intolerances, be it lactose, be it gluten, be it egg, peanut allergy. And children, if you talk of children, child obesity is picking up. People have skin issues, allergies, development delays, and autism. So and if you see the current set of interventions, every third person says I have the perfect diet to fix your biology, right? I don't know
Yeah.
how they can claim all these things, because it is important to understand a human biology at a molecular level first, right? And then we have these DNA tests, and they say, oh, you have a bad gene. You have
Yeah.
an obesity because you have a bad gene. You have an FTO gene, and so essentially these all solutions are far away from curing diseases. Even the solution based on the blood works, again, as we have discussed on cholesterol during our call on cholesterol also, that there are gaps in using blood works as a particular solution for providing right kind of therapeutics for curing disease, right? So
Yeah.
first things first, what we should focus in, how do we take back control of health in our own hands? We have actually, if you see over last 5 decades, we have given the control of our health in the hands of our healthcare system. And I would say they are not equipped well, or they've not done their job properly. So the first thing is we have to become CEO of our own health, right? And this voice should reach a lot of people. A lot of people should understand, why, or they should start asking questions why and how I'm developing these chronic diseases, right? How microbiome is shaping our health, and how we can actually regulate and monitor these bugs living inside our body to actually
Yeah.
to live a disease free life, right? So what I'm thinking is probably we should plan a webinar, right, where
We
we
should.
should be able to answer all these questions, right? We can have an extended webinar. We can see the impact of microbiome on metabolic, on skin, on cancer, on a lot of other health issues, right? And then also, if people want, we can actually showcase a live analysis of how we give the entire functional picture of an individual's biology at a molecular level, right? So that
Yeah.
people can understand what is making them develop diseases, right? So I think that is should be a good starting point, right, for people to help them educate and probably learn and maybe overcome all the current fad interventions.
Yeah, so I think I'm looking forward. We must dive deep into this whole biology in terms of how does it impact. And before we leave this discussion here, we will cover everything in detail, in the upcoming talk. But then what I just noticed, and I was going through the report, that even rural areas, even tribal areas, these chronic diseases are hitting them. Starting from diabetes or cardiovascular stuff and all that. Which we were always thinking that it is confined to the cities, but I think it's all across. That's what ICMR data is talking.
Yeah, so just a small thing before we close and we launch our date. So essentially also because it's the impact of the soil health, right? So the nutrients like magnesium, like the various antioxidants, vitamin D, these all are coming from various foods, right? And in rural areas, probably the depletion of the soil health is actually playing a spoil sport. So we don't have the amount of nutrients which we used to get from a particular food, right? So that's why this is spreading all across. So probably for everyone listening to us, we are doing a webinar almost a month from now on 23rd of December 2022 at 7 p.m. Right? We will be sharing all the details on our social media platform, right? And if anyone want, they can contact us, me or Mr. Rupinder, on this, right? And I'm sure this will be a really great insight for anyone and everyone, right, who wants to take back control of our health, right? And also just to give a feel of what kind of discussion we'll have, we are also doing, me and Rupinder sir are also doing an talk on type 2 diabetes, right?
Yeah,
On 29th of November, which is again, which will demystify about type 2 diabetes. Right? So
correct.
stay tuned with us, and be healthy, be happy.
Yeah, so this is going to be super exciting, and how we can really control our health and stay away from chronic diseases. So guys, stay tuned. We are coming. Thank you.
Thank you.